The seaside is a place where people come to relax, listen to the sound of the waves, and watch the sunset. But for many cats, this beautiful shoreline is much more than a peaceful view. It is their home. Whenever we visit the beach, we don't start by feeding the cats right away. Instead, we quietly observe them. Every cat living here has its own unique personality. Some run toward us the moment they see us, while others watch from a distance, carefully deciding whether they can trust us. That's why the first thing we do is simply get to know them. Which cat will come closer today? Which one will gently ask for a little affection? Which one will keep a safe distance and continue watching us from afar? Every visit becomes a new story of trust. Many people think that all cats behave the same way, but that's far from the truth. Even cats living in the exact same place can have completely different personalities. Some are brave, some are shy, some are curious about everything around them. Others simply prefer to sit back and observe. Getting to know each one is one of the most enjoyable parts of every visit. When a cat decides to come closer, we never rush the moment. We let them choose how much they want to interact with us because trust cannot be forced. For a stray cat, trust is incredibly valuable. Throughout their lives, they meet many different people. Some are kind, some walk past without even noticing them, and unfortunately, some treat them badly. That's why even a single step toward you means much more than most people realize. After spending a little time together, it's finally feeding time. We prepare the bowls and pour the food. Within moments, everything changes. One cat appears, then another. Soon, even the cats waiting farther away begin walking toward us, almost as if they're quietly telling one another that food has arrived. Some eat quickly, some patiently wait their turn. Others carefully look around before taking the first bite, making sure everything is safe. Watching them eat is fascinating because every cat has its own habits. Some take tiny bites, some eat as quickly as they can. Others keep watching their surroundings while they eat, always staying alert. Life outdoors teaches them to be careful every single day. One thing that makes these seaside cats special is the environment they live in. Fresh sea air, the constant ocean breeze, wide open spaces. These are all part of their everyday lives. Maybe that's one of the reasons why so many of them have beautiful, shiny coats. Of course, the sea isn't the only reason. Good nutrition, regular grooming, and a healthier environment also play an important role. Still, there's something unique about cats that grow up by the sea. When the sunlight reflects on their fur, they look absolutely beautiful. Early in the morning, the beach feels completely different. There are fewer people, the waves sound even louder. The cats move around more comfortably. Some rest on the rocks. Some sleep peacefully in the shade. Others begin exploring, curious about what the new day might bring. Life for these cats is about much more than mealtime. They spend hours watching birds. They investigate tiny crabs along the shore. They carefully examine every new scent carried by the ocean breeze. Every day brings a new adventure. Sometimes fishermen come to spend the day by the sea. The moment they arrive, the cats become even more attentive. Whenever a fishing line comes out of the water, every pair of eyes follows it. Some fishermen kindly share small fish with the cats. The cats quickly learn which people are generous. Some even wait in the same places every day, hoping that luck will be on their side once again. Of course, they don't always find fish. But they never stop hoping. That's the reality of life for stray animals. Every new day brings another chance. Will someone leave food today? Will I find clean water? Will I discover a safe place to rest tonight? These simple questions shape their lives every single day. We can't solve every problem they face. But we can make one day a little easier. Sometimes that means leaving a bowl of food. Sometimes fresh water. Sometimes just a few quiet moments of kindness. Maybe it doesn't change the whole world. But it can change that cat's day. People often ask whether the cats recognize us. Some of them definitely do. There are cats that notice us before we even step out of the car. Some start walking toward us as soon as they hear our voices. Maybe they remember us as the people who always bring food. Even so, we never force any interaction. If a cat doesn't want to come closer, we respect that decision. If a cat doesn't want to be touched, we simply let it be. Real friendship begins with respect. Maybe that's why more and more cats slowly begin to trust us. Cats are much more observant than many people realize. They notice who is calm, who is patient, who truly means no harm. That's why earning the trust of a stray cat can take days, weeks, or even months. But when one finally walks over and gently rubs against your leg for the very first time, every moment of waiting feels worthwhile. Every visit to the seaside teaches us something new. To be patient, to appreciate silence, to enjoy nature, to understand that the smallest moments often become the most meaningful memories. What may seem ordinary to us can mean everything to a cat. We're simply grateful to witness a small part of their lives and share those moments with all of you. If you ever visit a beach like this, take a moment to look around carefully. You might see a cat peacefully resting on a rock beneath the warm sun. You might notice another one quietly watching you from a distance. Or perhaps you'll find an old cat simply sitting by the sea, listening to the sound of the waves. Every one of them has a story. We're only here to share a small chapter of those stories. Because sometimes, a single moment is enough to tell the story of an entire life. The lives of seaside cats change with the seasons as well. During the summer, the beach becomes much more crowded. People come to walk, swim, fish, or simply watch the sunset. The cats have long since learned how to live among all these people. They move comfortably through the crowds, but they never let their guard down. Over time, they have learned who they can trust and who they should avoid. Many people think cats spend the entire day sleeping. We often believe that because we usually see them resting. But during the rest of the day, they are constantly observing their surroundings. They watch new people arriving, keep an eye on other cats entering their territory, and try to notice potential dangers before they get too close. Living outdoors means always staying alert. The cats living along the shore also have their own favorite areas. Some prefer staying near the rocks. Others enjoy relaxing beneath the shade of trees. A few rarely leave the places where fishermen often gather because they know the chances of finding food are much better there. Cats that have lived in the same place for a long time know every corner of their environment far better than we ever could. Mother cats behave quite differently. They are not only protecting themselves but also their kittens. That's why they may seem cautious around people at first. But once they realize that you return regularly without causing any harm, they slowly begin to trust you. Sometimes, instead of hiding their kittens, they even bring them closer. For a stray cat, that is one of the greatest signs of trust they can give. Cats also communicate with one another in surprisingly quiet ways. They don't always need to meow. A simple glance, the movement of a tail, or the position of their ears is often enough to express exactly how they feel. Even when we don't notice it, they are constantly watching one another and responding to those silent signals. For cats living by the sea, the ocean is much more than a beautiful view. The sound of the waves has been part of their lives since the day they were born. What feels peaceful to us is simply part of their everyday world. Even the changing direction of the wind brings new scents, giving them fresh information about everything happening around them. Sometimes it may seem as though nothing is happening for hours. But if you watch carefully, you'll notice that every minute brings something new. A seagull flying overhead, a tiny fish moving near the shoreline, a small insect crossing the sand. The cats never miss these little moments. Their world is filled with details that most people never even notice. When we come here, we don't simply leave food and walk away. We also witness how these cats change over time. Watching a cat that was once afraid of us eventually walk over and ask for affection reminds us that patience truly matters. Trust cannot be bought. It is earned, little by little, day after day. With every visit, we see familiar faces waiting for us. Some come running the moment they recognize us in the distance. Others quietly sit in their favorite spot, almost as if they know we'll arrive sooner or later. It feels like we have an unspoken understanding. We will come, and they will be there to welcome us. You may think these videos are simply about cats. But they are really about something much deeper. Every visit is a chance to reconnect with nature, to slow down, and to appreciate the simple moments that are so easy to overlook. And perhaps most importantly, it's an opportunity to make a small difference in the lives of these incredible animals who share this world with us. That's why every trip to the beach means far more than just recording another video. Every cat here has its own story, its own past, and a new memory waiting to be made. We may only be part of their lives for a few minutes, but sometimes those few minutes can completely change their day. A bowl of food, fresh water, and a few moments of kindness. Sometimes, happiness really is that simple. A small act of kindness can make a huge difference in their lives. As often as we can, we visit these wonderful cats, bring them food and fresh water, and keep an eye on their health. Every visit is a chance to build new friendships, earn their trust, and share their stories with all of you. You are one of the most important parts of this journey. By subscribing to our channel, liking our videos, and sharing them with others, you're giving us incredible support. The more people our videos reach, the more cats we're able to feed, the more fresh water we can provide, and the more animals in need we can help. A like or a share may seem like a very small gesture, but sometimes that small act of support can mean that a hungry cat doesn't go without food that day. That's why every bit of support means so much, not only to us, but also to the cats we meet along the beaches, streets, and everywhere they call home. Don't forget, sometimes a bowl of cat food is much more than just a meal. Sometimes it means one more day of hope. Sometimes a bowl of fresh water on a hot summer day can mean the difference between struggling and making it through. Small acts of kindness may seem insignificant, but together they can create an incredible impact. We will continue this journey. We'll meet new cats, share new stories, and do our best to help as many animals as we can. With your support, this community will continue to grow, allowing us to reach even more cats in need. Thank you for being part of this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.